From the President's office in the White House in Washington, D.C., we present a special address by the President of the United States.
Good evening, my fellow citizens. For a few minutes this evening, I should like to speak to you about the serious situation that has arisen in Little Rock.
Okay, stop 14 was to Little Rock, Arkansas to visit my close friend Sean Cunningham and an iconic high school in the history of civil rights in the United States, Little Rock Central High School. In 1957, when the American Civil Rights Movement was just starting to gain traction throughout the South, the NAACP of Arkansas used a landmark Supreme Court decision to begin pushing for black integration into historically white schools. And the question for this round is actually based around that, so I want to know what that Supreme Court decision was. The governor of Arkansas actually openly denied and encouraged others to block 9 students selected to attend Little Rock Central High School. And by doing so, he was openly ignoring a Supreme Court decision. So it took a federal action by then President Dwight Eisenhower for the school to be successfully integrated. He ordered the 101st Airborne Division to Little Rock to protect the students on their first day of school. That's the same U.S. Army division that parachuted behind enemy lines during the D-Day invasion and experienced some of the fiercest fighting of the European theater during World War II, and now being now used of all things to ensure the safety of children going to school. So hopefully that fact drives home the severity of racial hatred in the American South in the 1950s. But integration was successful, but not without harassment and verbal abuse of black American high schoolers who were attempting to go to school there. The day produced one of the most iconic photographs in U.S. history of Elizabeth Eckford being, let's say, heckled, I suppose, by the mobs, the angry mob that had gathered around Little Rock Central High School. And the clear hatred on the face of Hazel Bryan, which is the girl screaming in the background, was reprinted around the country. There's an incredible story, if you want to look into it, of those two later in life, Eckford and Bryan, communicating with one another regularly and putting aside past differences to talk about race relations and the history of that in Arkansas. And Little Rock Central, it's interesting, it's still a functioning high school today, just like the one that you go to. The difference is that it's a national historical landmark. So, I don't know, sort of an interesting stop. Good luck with your question. Thanks to Sean for showing me around. Stay posted for a response video.